Let me set this down. Oh no, it's coming out. It's coming out. See how nice that's coming out? There we go. See, like that? If you can get it to come out pretty clean, you're just about right. I knew I was a little late because I ran to town, ran to the recycle, ran to get all this stuff out. This is bread. I ran, I had to get some gas. I got Kennel Club. I got to leave in less than 30 minutes, but I'll have time to shape these. And, oh, that smells so good. See, it didn't even stick to my towel. It's just beautiful. All right. Get my cutter out and shape this. So you can weigh this, but I don't. So these are going to be little loaves, which I like a lot. Little loaves. You can kind of about tell. And if you want to weigh them, you can do that too. Watch this. I'll just use this to weigh them. So 431. $473. Ooh, $517. That's gonna be a big loaf. Let me take a little bit out of that, put it on that one if you want to. $475. So that's what typically I don't even bother doing because I'm in a hurry. And I should have already gotten out my, I'm going to do cheese, I'm going to do cranberries and pecans. I was talking to my dad on the phone, and he said, I love these apples. I said, what do you want, cheese, or what do you want? He said, cranberry pecans. So I had him chop my pecans. So just give me a minute, my fingers are sticky, and I should have chopped my pecans so that you don't have to wash your hands. So these guys is what I use. So I will oil, or I don't flour anything. I just let's see. I'm gonna use a little solid shortening on the ends. Just on the ends so it doesn't stick. And I find these little pans are fine for a half a loaf. Do them all here. So I'm going to use parchment paper so I don't have to, not that you couldn't oil the whole pan. You could oil the whole pan. I got Kennel Club, so I'm going to make these and stick them in the refrigerator and probably pop them out in the morning. So we get my pecans. I don't see any pecans. I thought I just bought some new pecans. Here they are. So let me do a cheese loaf right quick and let's see. I was going to do some sun-dried tomatoes. So I really like cheese a little bit thicker than this, but this does work and I've got it and I'm in a hurry. So these sheets, you can buy these sheets and then I just cut one in half. And then you can do it with a knife. You don't have to have scissors. Okay. Let's try another sheet. Where did my other sheet go? Oh, I swore I got out two. Let's see. Move. Thank you. flour. So you just stick that in there, just like that. And now stick it in there, just like that. Now, and this is how I do my cheese bread. So I know everybody does it a little different. This is how I do it. And I'm just going to chop my pecans before I finish with this, because I'm going to show you what I do with this dude, this little dude here, right here, full of cheese. Look, I'm not done with him, but I've got to have some pecans for this next loaf, and I think I'll make 2 of these. I was going to make some bread bowls, because I made some broccoli cheddar soup today, so I may do that too. I've got a whole nother thing over there. I like a lot of pecans in mine. Yeah, you lose them chopping, you do. I don't want them too little. Yes, I have a chopper. I have 2 different kinds of choppers, but I find this is just about as fast. Okay, so now watch this. I'm going to wet my hands. True story. This is really how I do it. So I've wet my hands. Now I just take this little fella right here. Don't get a pecan. Now you're getting pecans in my cheese bread. And I am just going to mash him. I'm going to mash him in there. Like all this cheese. It's just going to be mashed right in there. The problem is, see how it's breaking out? So you're like, oh, you're losing your cheese. But it's okay. Even if it bakes on the top, even if it breaks out and bakes on the top, it's really okay. It is. Trust me, they will eat it. So I want my loaf to be a little bit longer. I got a lot of cheese coming out there. Cheese. I got cheese coming out everywhere. And it's okay. It'll just brown there on the top. I'm going to wet my hand again. So I'm going to put this little fella. I'm going to make him into a loaf and stick him right down in that pan. Push him down. And then, there we go. I just stuck him in that pan. So, okay, this one will be my pecan cranberry. And I'm actually going to make 2, and I don't have enough pecans there. So kind of, you're just stretching your dough out, stretching them out a little bit. Okay, I'll put my pecans in there. Okay. So my pecans. And I don't think my cranberries are open. I just bought some today. Today. Let me see what I've got left in the cupboard. Cranberries, where are you? Cranberries. Here we go. So I'd say you want a really good handful, which is a little over half a cup. Like that. A really good handful. Now I'm going to wet my hands again so I can get this rolled up. Okay. So when it's wet, you don't stick to it as bad. And I just really get in there and I just mash all that together. I want it all smushed in there together. Like this is going to be a little bit bigger loaf. Come in. Stuff sticking in my dough. All right, here's your next loaf. See this little fella? And that's how easy it is. I got a little cheese in here. All right, pushing. I want him to spread out into this whole pan. All right. Cranberry. Now you can do a cinnamon raisin, which I hadn't. I mean, I do like cinnamon raisin a lot. I think I'm going to do another cheese out of this. That was a huge handful, which is probably almost a cup of cheese. And I did buy some thicker cheese. Oops, I need another. Just a minute. Parchment paper. Let me wet my hands. So one thing I was trying to do was just roll this up, but then I like it just, mash it together. Just mash it in there. You're not going to hurt it. You're just not going to hurt it. You're just not. Yeah, see, nice. You've got a cranberry in you. Okay. Yeah, I know they're all the time talking about surface tension, blah, blah, blah. Trust me, it cooks. I was also thinking about doing a garlic one, right? Like, uh-oh. I think that's fell over. Another one. Okay, so we got 2 cheese. We need another. I love the cheese because it's very rich. Now I have over here, what you don't see is I have a whole nother tub. I'm gonna do a big, I'm gonna do some bread bowls out of that. And let me chop a few more pecans. We're gonna do bread bowls because I made that broccoli soup today. So we're gonna do bread bowls. So again, it's not quite a cup. So I scrub this cabinet really good before I start doing anything. Make sure you can eat off of it. So even though there's no sugar in these dry cranberries, they are sweetened. So that's the only sweet that you're gonna. So here's my last. Ooh, he's not very big. And I think I'm gonna steal some dough over here. I'm gonna steal a little dough, just a little. From my, I'm just gonna steal a little dough. Whew, boy, I should have wet my counter. You're sticky. Okay. Where are my cranberries? Open a whole new thing of cranberries. My sister's calling because she likes to do that. So again, wet your hands. And I have 10 minutes, and lordy, you could do a lot of things in 10 minutes if you just try. Oops, I don't have another pan. Let me get another pan. Ooh, this is a big pan. And this is a little bit bigger. I stole some dough from my... I stole a little dough from my... Oh, goodness. And now, like I said, I like to just smush all this together. I mean, I smush it together. Let me get a parchment paper. Now, if you don't oil the ends of these, or I don't oil them, I use that's just a paper towel with some solid shortening on them. They will stick. Your ends will stick. And you won't like it. Okay. So again, it doesn't matter if you have cranberries sticking out. I mean, they do get a little brown, but it's not going to hurt anything, okay? It's not going to hurt anything. It's just not. There we go. There's that one. And my sister's still calling. I'll have to end this because my sister's still calling. So I'm going to put these in a moist place so that the top doesn't get dry. And then I'm going to get all of this off here because my next ones are just going to be bread. They're just going to be bread. And look at this, how beautiful this is. Let's see how this comes out. Oh yeah, again, it is a tiny bit overproof, but not much. I thought I could get to this about 4:30, but that didn't happen to make bread. And I don't like to waste it. I like to get every bit. I mean, I've worked hard at this. I'm not going to leave any in there. So get it out. Someone said, I was watching a YouTube, they said, well, it can be ugly. Well, so what? People will still eat it. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be a work of art. Not that I don't want mine to be pretty, I do. But the first recipe I was using called for 730 grams of water, and I found it was so wet I couldn't hardly work with it. So I backed it back down to, okay, I'm gonna cut this in half. And then, what you gonna do? I'm gonna make this 2 bread bowls, is what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna make this one big loaf. I'm gonna steal a little. More. So this is just gonna be one big loaf. And yeah, I know, I've watched all of this stuff. Oh, you fold it like this, and you fold it like that, and you fold it again, blah, blah, blah. It really... You fold it over, and you roll it up, and you get the pecans out of it. Not that pecans are not good. Let me get a little more rice flour in here. Where's my rice flour? You can use real flour in there too. It's not that important. Let me see. Let me get the flour. Oh, here it is. Rice flour. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, and I'm going to roll this guy. I'm going to roll him like this. Then I'm going to roll him like this. Get the pecans out. Then I'm going to pinch him together like that. Come here to me. This is my messy, wonderful life. And that is going to just be one big loaf of bread. It's going to be amazing, let me tell you. And so I will cover this. I haven't covered it, but I'm going to work up these other 2 right quick. And I've never done bread bowls. So I need to get these pecans out of my bread. I want to get a, I think I'm just going to get a, I have another basket. I'm just going to use this for one. I'm just going to use a bowl for another. This is rice flour just to keep it from sticking to the basket, because if it sticks to the basket, it looks ugly because it pulls away, and anyway, just kind of ruins it, to tell you the truth. Okay, you do not want it to stick to the basket. All right. Don't stick to the basket. Just don't stick to the basket. Okay, well, I should be leaving for my kennel club. Not that they care if I'm on time. So I'm just going to roll this little fella up and make a little bitty ball. Roll him up. This is going to be so good. My little girlfriend's coming back tomorrow. We are going to have little bread bowls. Right there you go. All right. I'm going to pinch them all together. I need to go find my shower caps for these. That's a great way to keep them moist. And actually, I don't think I am going to put them in the fridge. I got Kennel Club, so as soon as I come back in about an hour and a half, I'm going to put these in the oven. That's what I'm going to do. If I could get the, if I could keep the pecans and the cranberries out of my bread bowl. You know what? I think I'm going to use this little fellow right here to do this, and we'll put some rice flour on the bottom of it, and then just move that around like that. No need to wash that, and no need to do any of that. My sister's calling again, and this is my last one. I promise. I'm rolling up the dough. I'm rolling up the dough. There we go. And it's okay. That's good enough. It's going to be amazing. Sticky. Okay. So I'm just going to put some saran wrap over that. Alrighty.